All season long, NHL.com's fantasy hockey staff will have you covered with daily lineup news, production trends and injury notes from around the league. We will identify how these developments affect fantasy owners in year-long, Yahoo, and daily, DraftKings, formats. 2 p.m. DraftKings value picks for Thursday. Center. Jason Spezza, Dahl. $4,100 at Ari. The 34-year-old is in a favorable spot for the Dallas Stars on the road against the Arizona Coyotes and third-string goaltender Adin Hill on Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. FSA, FSSW, NHL.TV. Spezza did not score a point against Arizona on Tuesday at home, but did have 7 shots on goal. He's overdue for his first goal of the season despite 19 shots on goal playing on Dallas's second line and power play unit. Spezza has a high DFS floor, reaching at least 2.5 DraftKings points in 5 of his first 6 games. Other value center, Nico Hischier. $4,300 at OT. Worth noting, Colorado Avalanche rookie forward Tyson Jost, c. $3,300 versus STL, is another DFS value pick considering he has been moved to the top line with Nathan MacKinnon and Mikko Rantanen. The Avalanche host the St. Louis Blues, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Alt, FSMW, NHL.TV, who will be on the second leg of a back-to-back set. Wing. Clayton Keller, Ari, $4,500 versus Dahl. Keller has 4 points, 3 goals, 1 assist, 2 blocks and 22 shots on goal over his first 6 games. He's affordably priced against the Stars at home, where he's averaging 4.2 DraftKings points per game through 3 such games. Stars goaltender Ben Bishop has been solid so far, .944 save percentage, but it's fair to expect some pushback from the young Coyotes on the second leg of their home set. Other value wing, Vladislav Namestnikov, TBL, $5,000 at CBJ. Worth noting, Philadelphia Flyers forward Wayne Simmons, W, $6,500, will play against the Nashville Predators on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. NBCSP, FS Tennessee, NHL.TV. He sustained a groin injury in the Flyers' 5-1 win against the Florida Panthers on Tuesday, but will not miss any time. He is an upper-tier DFS wing option with 7 points, 5 goals, 2 assists, and 19 shots on goal in 6 games. Defenseman. Seth Jones, CBJ, $4,700 versus TBL. Jones has quietly emerged as one of the best even-strength scorers among defensemen. He's tied for the most S points among D-men this season, 5 in 6 games, and finished tied for 6th at the position last season, 35 S points. With outstanding category coverage, 10 blocks, 17 shots on goal, so far this season, Jones is a must-draft player for the Columbus Blue Jackets at home Thursday against the Tampa Bay Lightning. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. FSO, Sund, NHL.TV, who are scoring 3.86 goals per game, but allowing 3.14. Other value defenseman, Ryan Pulock, NE, $2,700 at NR, goaltender. Anton Forsberg, Kai, $7,600. The Chicago Blackhawks are coming off a 5-2 loss at the St. Louis Blues on Wednesday, but have bounce-back potential at home Thursday against the Edmonton Oilers, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. TSN1, WGN, NHL.TV, who are allowing the most DraftKings points to opposing goaltenders this season. With Leon Draisaitl, concussion, sidelined again. Forsberg should get some goal support, especially with forward Nick Schmaltz, c. $5,100, healthy on a line with Patrick Kane. Forsberg stopped 39 of 43 shots faced in a 4-3 road loss to the Toronto Maple Leafs in his only start this season, and faces a less daunting task Thursday. Check out DraftKings.com to play one-day fantasy hockey today. Entering is quick and simple. Sign up for a free account, enter the $3 one-day fantasy hockey contest and set your lineup. Catch the games and win. DraftKings fantasy hockey contests are operated by DraftKings Incorporated and are in no way sponsored or administered by the NHL and/or any of its affiliated entities. Prohibited and/or not available in Arizona, Georgia, Iowa, ID, Montana, Nevada, and Washington. Offered in Illinois and Texas pending litigation. See terms for additional eligibility rules. 12:30 p.m. Rask added to Bruins injury list. Boston Bruins goaltender Tuukka Rask, concussion, will not play against the Vancouver Canucks on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. SN 360, TVA Sports, NESN, NHL.TV. He was injured in a collision with Bruins rookie forward Anders Bjork at kit practice Wednesday. Rask, 10th in NHL.com's latest fantasy goalie rankings, is 1-3-0 with a 3.30 goals against average and .882 save percentage in 4 games prior to his injury. Boston will start backup Anton Khudobin, $7,700 in DraftKings, against the Canucks on Thursday. The Bruins' early struggles have come as a result of forwards Patrice Bergeron, lower body, and David Beck's diverticulitis, each missing their first 5 games. Fantasy owners of Rask and/or Bergeron should not make any drastic roster moves, but rather wait out these injury situations. Rask finished 26th in Yahoo last season and Bergeron was close behind at 42nd. Read full list of projected starting goaltenders for October 19. 11:30 a.m. Carter out indefinitely for Kings. Los Angeles Kings center Jeff Carter left their game against the Montreal Canadiens on Wednesday after sustaining a cut at his left leg in the first period. He is having a surgical procedure Thursday and is out indefinitely. Carter started slow prior to the injury with no goals, 3 assists, 1 power play point and 13 shots on goal in his first 6 games. But fantasy owners are well aware of Carter's impact when healthy. He finished 25th in Yahoo based on standard category performance last season with 32 goals, 34 assists, 22 power play points and 250 shots on goal. The Kings don't have a ton of readily available forward options worth owning in fantasy, with Ans Kopitar, c. 90% owned, Tyler Toffoli, 75%, and Dustin Brown, LWRW, 61% owned, being long gone in most leagues. Adrian Kemp, CLW, 1% owned, burst onto the scene in Carter's absence on a line with Michael Camilleri and Trevor Lewis, scoring 4 points, 3 goals, 1 assist, all in third period. Carter's most frequent line mates, Toffoli and Tanner Pearson, were on a line with Nick Shore. Notable center-only options available in many leagues include New Jersey Devils rookie Nico Hischier, c. 41% owned, Ottawa Senators center Derek Brassard, 27%, and St. Louis Blues center Paul Stastny, 27%. Hischier, the number 1 pick in the 2017 NHL draft, has been heavily dropped since the start of the season in favor of players like Vladislav Namestnikov, Jakub Vrana, Sean Couturier and Vadim Shipachyov, but has 3 assists and 2 PPP over his past 2 games. Stastny centers the Blues top line with Vladimir Tarasenko. Brassard plays top 6 in power play minutes for the Senators, and Hischier centered a line with Taylor Hall in the Devils' 5-4 shootout win against the Tampa Bay Lightning on Tuesday. Islanders hope Pulock can spark power play. The New York Islanders are one of 2 teams that have yet to score a power play goal this season, 0 for 20 in 6 games. Anaheim Ducks, 0 for 21 in 6 games. They will insert one of their top prospects to address this glaring problem. Defenseman Ryan Pulock, 1% owned in Yahoo, is expected to make his season debut for the Islanders against the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. MSG +2, NHL.TV. Pulock is likely to skate on the Islanders' first power play unit with forwards John Tavares, Jordan Eberle, Anders Lee and defenseman Nick Leddy. The Rangers, 1-5-1, have the second worst penalty kill in the NHL this season, 74.1%. Edmonton Oilers, 68.2%, making this a bounce-back spot for the Islanders. This matchup makes Pulock a glaring value pick in DraftKings. He's just above the minimum price at $2,700. In season-long Yahoo formats, Pulock is a viable deep league pickup, or at least worth adding to your watch list. Pulock, 23, has 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists in 16 career NHL regular season games over 2 seasons, but made a memorable impact on the top man advantage unit during the 2016 Stanley Cup playoffs with 3 points, 1 goal, 2 assists, and 2 PPP in 6 games. Pieces of Maple Leafs' potent offense still attainable. Our fantasy staff praised the Toronto Maple Leafs' forward depth entering the season, and it has been as good as advertised. The Maple Leafs lead the NHL in goals per game with 34 goals in 7 games, 4.86. Each of their first 3 lines is fantasy relevant, and a few underrated players remain available in most Yahoo leagues after their 6-3 win against the Detroit Red Wings on Wednesday. Zach Hyman, CLW, 9% owned, looks to be a fixture alongside Austin Matthews and William Nylander on the top line. He has 5 points, 3 goals, 2 assists, 14 shots on goal, and is +6 in 7 games. Leo Komarov, CLW, has 3 points, 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 PPP, 11 shots on goal, and is +5 alongside Patrick Marleau and Nazem Kadri on the third line with added value in a hits league, 28. And even forward Connor Brown, RW, 5% owned, who has surprisingly replaced Mitchell Marner on the second line with Tyler Bozak and James Van Riemsdyk, is scratching the surface with goals in back-to-back games. Among defensemen, Morgan Rielly, 61% owned, has seen a serious spike in power play minutes per game, 255, 058 last season, and is currently ranked 34th overall in Yahoo, 5th among defensemen, based on fantasy performance. He has 7 points, 1 goal, 6 assists, 4 PPP and 22 shots on goal, and is suddenly worth owning in all formats.